What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, baby. It's your boy KJ, and today we're reacting to that high-profile Game 6 when the Miami Heat went into Boston. And LeBron held it down. You know when he held it down? I was a big Heat fan then, man. I was following the Heat wherever they went back then. I was into them games. So I always love a good backstory. You know what I'm saying? A very good backstory really excites me when it comes to the NBA because it's the things you don't know that be most exciting. You feel me? You've seen the game, you saw the ins and outs of that, but when the players tell a little backstory, I really like that. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna get right into this, man. Yeah, we talking about LeBron today. Well, LeBron and the Heat, or the Heat as a whole, not just one player. But yeah, let's get right to it.
Still, to me, going to Boston, still the greatest individual basketball game I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes was Game 6.
Unbelievable.
LeBron James Game 6 in Boston was the most amazing basketball game
Unbelievable.
I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes. Individually.
The bus.
Now, I know a lot of y'all probably gonna say, that wasn't that perfect. That wasn't that great of a game. It was a pretty good performance, but you have to think, we talking about a performance from a player that's on the actual team with Bron. Is that you in the trenches with him and y'all battling. So I can kind of, if you actually played that game with them, you might feel that way.
That's why they pissed him off.
Yes.
That's
LeBron James Game 6 in Boston was the most amazing basketball game
unbelievable.
I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes. Individually.
The bus. That's why they pissed him off.
Yes.
That's when they pissed him off.
Tell them that. Tell the story.
They pissed him off with the bus.
What happened?
We literally showed up to the game with like 40 minutes on the clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the bus, Boston hotel, the bus to the game, which is right around the corner, took us like 45 minutes to get to the game. Damn near an hour. And the bus was maybe already 10 minutes late from dropping the other guys off and coming back. You remember that was a time where the bus used to go drop another group off and come back for you. They didn't have 4 buses sitting outside like they do now. So it was already late coming back picking us up. Then we got to the game late. It took an hour. I don't know what route this took. I don't know what this mother.
It was long.
It took the Redcoats to come in the Boston Revere tour. I don't know what the he took. But we got to the game. Literally 40 minutes on the clock.
It's a true story. This is true.
And we walk in that.
Boy, Udonis Haslam is going crazy, ain't it? Haslam is letting it rip. Like, hey, man, F the transportation that day, because they were on some bullshit, and rightfully so. You in Boston, we are Boston. Man, we don't want you to win. We're going to disrespect you any way we can. Small. It was the small things that throw off a game. So it ain't necessarily a big impact. Yeah, it's the small things that could throw off the energy. So maybe the transportation had their money on Boston. You feel me? That's where they from.
And we look at the time, and Dwayne says, we got 40 minutes. And Bron has this look on his face, and he says, don't worry about it.
No, I was going to say that. I've never been more confident going into a game that I should have been unconfident about in my life.
That made that look and said, don't worry about it. I think everybody in the locker room was like,
Let's go.
I looked at
yes, don't worry. The man said, don't worry about it.
I looked at him.
Now, that's one thing. Back then, Bron was young enough to back that up. You know what I mean? Like today, you might get a game like that every once in a while, but back then, he could bring that type of energy every night. You know what I mean? That was a high flying above the rim. You got Wade throwing a lot.
Sensational.
Man, it was exciting basketball to me. So I don't know how other people felt about it back then, but I enjoyed watching the Heat. I rode with the Heat for a little while. I ain't gonna lie. Yep, I'm not gonna lie. Most definitely.
Like, but right before we're going out, he's like, "Killer, we're gonna be fine." I'm like, "Oh my god!" Because I'm telling you, to be that confident going to that game is a game we should be on. He told me, he goes, "I'm shooting every bullet in my gun. I'm taking the clip out and I'm throwing that, and then I'm throwing the gun I have at him too." I said, "Gosh, damn, he's gonna throw a lot at these guys."
When you're locked in and you're so gladiator mode, and something as small as the bus being late and you showing up late can literally knock everything off balance for you. Like all of us were a little up by that.
Right. And I feel like Boston knew that. Everybody's locked in. We going into somebody else's house, right? We're going into somebody else's house, and we finna hold it down. Boston up 3-2. So you already know when you going into this hostile or however you want to say it, environment. They up 3-2. They looking to close this thing out. So it's got to be everything you got to throw everything you got at them. You got to leave it all on the court because in which we know Bron already has some stories to where they said he quit on the team in the last minute. He shy away from the last minute, and rightfully so. You know, to each his own on that. But that day he went in there and held it down, and we got an iconic short in the world floating around right now when he bammed on Jason Terry when Norris Cole threw that lob. I think that was right. Was Norris Cole threw the lob? Dwayne Wade got the steal pass to Cole. Cole throw the lob, LeBron dunk, and Jason Terry is up under the dunk. Yeah.
Sensational.
The dunk heard around the world at that time, you know. So yeah, that transportation, that could have threw that off. Period. That probably threw everybody off. Then you get there, you ain't hardly got that much time to warm up before the game. Yeah. All those little bitty things could throw all the energy off. The feng shui, it was thrown off. The feng shui was gone. It's like a rush situation. Now, you know how rush situations don't never go quite well.
And Bron said, don't worry about it. And I think everybody just realigned and got right back in order.
Again, we're down 3-2. We lose this game, it's over for all of us.
No, it's game 6. We're
down 3-2.
It's a small thing. No, that's a big thing, but it's those moments change the course of all of our lives.
Yes, 100%.
History,
Correct.
our lives,
Our lives.
Miami Heat.
Correct.
Like it's just a different. And it's funny because it wasn't like when he said it to us. It wasn't like we'll be fine. It was like we're gonna be all right. Like, and everyone was like, holy, because he never did that.
It was around and been the expendable 12. Not the little 12.
45, 15, and 5.
Yes.
And almost killed Jason Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm telling you, that's 45, 15, and 5. He was pretty much everything that game. He was pretty much the whole game for Miami. And we all know that if he didn't play like that, well, they would have took their butt home. But, you know, Boston would have held that trophy in the air again. You know what I'm saying? So it was either do or die. That was a back against the wall. That was a must win. If you don't win, Boston win. That throws Bron only got like 3 rings. You feel me? So Bron and company. But yeah.
Almost. Not the little 12.
45, 15, and 5.
Yes.
And almost killed Jason Terry.
Yeah.
Almost. Almost. Ain't no almost.
It was the best game I've ever watched in my entire life.
It was unbelievable.
amazing.
And that's why, like, when we had the GO conversation, and listen, I hate having these conversations, but because of what
I don't hate having this conversation. Y'all know MJ is the GOAT. Come on.
I witnessed with my own 2 eyes, I cannot take that out.
No.
And what he's done for my life, and what the Heat did for my life, and what those guys, all those guys. Because D Wade, let me tell you something, that motherfucker showed up big ways and big moments all the time.
Told me about D Wade.
Facts. D Wade, I know D Wade said he took a second seat. It was Bron's team. We know what D Wade meant to the Heat. We know what he meant to the culture down there in Miami. We know what type of player he was, a superstar. But let's not act like D Wade didn't ball out. D Wade balls out, right? Let's be real. D Wade got them hips. I'm talking about cut corners and then dunk on your ass. LeBron was more blocky. He couldn't cut on a dime like that. D Wade can swivel through you. Letter S through an obstacle course. Bron is more bow-legged, more boxy. You can't do that. It's going to be all straight downhill or nothing. Like the later part of the game, you start getting the spin moves and stuff like that. And, you know, but D Wade is just a different cut. Different cut.
You're going to be like, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
He did. You know, like, because D's a pretty low-key guy.
Yeah.
You know, in the regular season, you see flashes, and Mike was like, just wait.
Just wait. When the
wait
moment
for
gets big,
And, you know, look, I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the history of basketball play with as much force as when D Wade, got downhill and said, I'm getting to the rack. Like, nobody. It was
Yeah, D-Wade could get to the rack. That little run up on the goal, turn around jumper. Had hops like crazy. And when he threw them lobs at Bron, them jokers were always on point. The little iconic throw up with the hands out, running, spin around, get ready to go back up court, and LeBron caught it. I was enjoying that, man. I enjoyed that basketball at that time. What was this, 212? Yeah, I think it was around that time. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know in the comments.
Unbelievable.
Because of
Play with as much force as when D-Wade got downhill. I'm getting to the rack. Like nobody. It was unbelievable.
because of his personality, and that's when we had these conversations. I was telling him, like, you're gonna be in awe because you'll go out of a huddle one time and you can just see it. And when it's time to compete, that there. I tell people, man, I there's a lot of guys I'll go to war with. That's one of them. Like in a big moment.
Twice on Sunday.
Oh my God.
For sure.
You know, and like people always ask me, well, like, who's the alpha? And I'm like, man, they're both alphas, man. It wasn't even like that.
It really wasn't.
You know, I mean, LeBron was the best player in the world at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and
I give you
like,
that.
yeah, we respected him, but like D was like, there was like no.
Yeah, they were neck and neck. Neck and neck. They were going to give Bron the edge because him being the best player in the world at that time, they're going to give him the edge on that. You know what I mean? Now, they were going to give LeBron the edge at that time, being the best player in the world. Yes, it was. But everybody know that D-Wade kind of took a back seat on purpose to let Bron run the team because D-Wade could have ran the team. Y'all know that. But with them bringing Bron in and bringing Bosh in, that was like three alphas coming together. And D-Wade just did what he had to do to make it work. You know what I'm saying? He just did what he had to do to make it work. So he wasn't no less of a player because Bron was there, because we all know Wade was holding his own. Wade had shoe deals and all this and that. From Chicago, he was a baller. Like, him and Shaq had already won that thing one time, like in 06. Let's be real now. Let's just be real. Let's keep it a bean, keep it a buck. So yeah, let's not forget that.
No alpha and beta. There were two alpha dogs if there ever was.
We all understood that.
And it's like it's hard to explain if you weren't there, but like there was no thing.
It was we never even made it, and then we all understood. Once again, we got another alpha who CB is a killer.
I know.
Crazy. CB is a killer for real. I messed around and went and watched some Chris Bosh highlights before Chris Bosh got to doing Miami. And bruh, let me tell you, yes, Chris Bosh bought into the play. He bought into the system of things down there in Miami. He bought into a role because when that joker was in Toronto, that joker was a beast. I did not know he was beasting like that up there. You feel me? That's how much I wasn't paying attention to him. I didn't realize how much the boy was doing up that way. So respect to Wade and Bosh. I know we hear LeBron's name all the time, and rightfully so, because he was like the face of the league, or becoming the face of the league. But Bosh held his own. And don't forget that D-Wade held his own. I'm just being real.
We all understood, hey, LeBron's the best player.
By a long ways, by the way,
Yeah.
at the time. He was the greatest player on planet Earth by a wide margin.
Yep.
Like, it was crazy because it was like, what's understood didn't have to be explained to us.
No.
Facts.
But you know what was fun though? When D-Wade and Bron took the night off.
Oh, man.
You saw
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
Go.
how badly did we want to win those games? Let's just stick it to those guys.
Oh, my God.
First of all, CB was different. CB, walked around like,
Oh, you could book 30 for CB when those guys are out. You could book 30.
but like the rest of us were like,
Oh, we was ready.
So Shane Battier got ready to do. Shane Battier. He got ready to do the CB impersonation. You remember the CB impersonation when he used to walk around and stuff? That was dead on, man. He had him down to a T. He didn't finish it all the way, but he was about to. He did enough that I've seen enough of CB to know that he knows what he's talking about. And listening to these guys talk about how they cut up when the star player were out, thinking about the fun they're gonna have, because you get way more touches. You get to show, because each one of these players come from their own spot in the world. And man, they are, if you go watch them in their high school days and college days, these guys held up now. They ain't no, you see somebody playing a role, you think you can beat them in balling, and that ain't like that. You feel me? It ain't like that. So I'm just saying, get in where you fit in. You feel me? I know they enjoyed them days when everybody else was off and they got to really show that they still had it.
Oh, it went from having 6 shots until, hey, man, I might get 14, 15.
That's why we used to be upstairs. That's why we played 2-on-2 full court and 3-on-3 full court and all that crazy out. Oh man, for those moments right there.
It was. Going to Atlanta, that game in Atlanta. Remember CB hit that 3, and I mean those were the best wins.
Our team was never so excited to have guys, the 2 best players on planet Earth out.
We'd have win without LeBron D. Wade.
Dang, dog.
But then fast forward to a playoff game. You're playing, right? You're playing there, right?
Need anything?
Yeah, you good?
See you tonight.
You good? You're playing there, right? Golly, man.
Man, that's wild, man. Just seeing the human side of it. You know what I mean? I know we're a part of a team, a plan, but we still want to know or, prove to ourselves that we can bring it. We can bring that we can step up to whatever's needed of us in any situation. Like it doesn't matter if everybody else do what they supposed to do. You still want to prove to yourself that, hey, I still got it. I still can handle this or this load or that load. I still can show up on a nightly basis this way and that way. So I feel it's just cool to see these guys because you didn't hear about these guys. You heard about them if they messed up. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it go in the world today. The superstar play good, it's blast. The superstar mess up, oh, we don't talk about that much. The role players don't show up, oh, this is blasted. Because, over the years, it's always LeBron didn't have enough help. Look at these 3 guys. You got a sharpshooter, defensive man, and another defensive man, and a point getter. So I mean, you didn't hear much about that. You just heard LeBron, D Wade. So I feel where these guys are coming from.
Oh, those are the best moments, though. Those are the stories you miss, man. When you play, it's like championships were great, and those were fun. But like those small moments where. You just remember and you laugh about them, and that's what you miss when you retire.
It really is.
And for me, and it's probably the same thing for you guys. Like you just wanted to make sure you still had it. Like, can I still bring it? Yeah. I understand I'm a role player, but these motherfuckers out. I got to be a little.
Facts, Udonis. You just want to prove to yourself that you still can bring it, that you still can play at a high level. Like I got game like the rest of these cats do. You feel me? Let's be real. Keep it a bean. Keep it a buck.
More assertive tonight. You know what I'm saying? For you guys, like you just wanted to make sure you still had it. Like, can I still bring it? Yeah. I understand I'm a role player, but these motherfuckers out. I got to be a little more assertive tonight. You know what I'm saying? And can I still do it? You know what I'm saying? It was always good to feel like, damn, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to win those games when those guys were out, it did something for our confidence, individually and collectively as a group.
It did.
You know what I mean? The mental part of that.
Hell yeah.
Dog, I'm telling you, that makes so much sense because that means each person, all these guys put in the work to get what it wasn't nothing just given. And knowing that when the superstars are out, I can bring it. I play my role when they're here, but when they're out, I can really showcase, like I'm not just old chump, you feel me? I'm one of the ones. So I know that really meant something to them guys. So look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. This has been a nice little backstory to that game 6 in Boston. And we know how that went down. But it's good just hearing it from different perspectives, like each player's own walk or journey, a monster journey of the whole team. So yeah, hey, get in the comment, let me know that you like the reaction to this video, man. Or like some of y'all say, did I talk too much? But that's not gonna change. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. And it's your boy KJ, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.